this job was to take down that Sweetgum that you see me working on now, and also some hackberry trees that had just grown up in the fence line and along the back of that shed. The neighbor was nice enough to give us access to her backyard so that we could get the stuff on this side. These trees were landlocked, basically. This property had properties on 3 sides of it, which really limited our access. So it was fortunate that we were able to get our lift in on this side, because it made our work a lot easier. She had a garden area that we had to be careful with, and it was just wide enough for us to get our lift set in there right behind the deck. So a lot of this tree went up over her house, and in previous storms it had failed and fallen on her house more than once. So she was more than willing to give us access to help take this tree down, because she was a little concerned about stuff falling on her house. We were able to cut it and pile it right by her back deck, which made it pretty easy for us to be able to clear it out later on. Most of this stuff could be thrown down by hand. A few of the larger pieces we did end up having to rig down, but for the most part this tree went pretty easy. Not all jobs are quite this easy, but it sure is nice when they are. The main thing we had to fight on this job was the power line runs diagonal across the yard, and where we had to set up, it was hard for us to work around the line. I had to be very careful when I was rotating the machine to not get into the line. The way the lift works is a bit strange compared to a bucket truck. So once you boom up, it won't fold over completely like a bucket truck. It only has partial folding. That makes working around lines somewhat difficult. You can hear me using the Husqvarna electric saw. I really like this saw a lot for pruning, or also for removals before we get up to needing the bigger saws. Not having to start a saw hundreds of times a day really saves your energy, and it keeps your shoulders from getting sore. So I really find that the electric saws, just pushing a button to get it started, is much better on the body. The bad thing about this setup was there's no way to get around the lift to get to the brush. And there wasn't really any way to drag it out the side because there was garden areas there that we had to protect the flowers. So that's the one thing that's inconvenient about a setup like this. If you were using a climber, you would have free space below where you could be taking out debris the entire time and speed up the process a little bit. But we're just a small crew, so it really doesn't bother us too much. We just get everything down quickly, try to make a somewhat organized pile of it as we're throwing it down, and then we can really efficiently get it out to the trailer or the chipper, whichever we're using that day. And it seems to be pretty efficient for us. When we're using the lift, a lot of times, at least to get started, I'll go and take the brush off and just kind of pitch it into a pile. That makes things easier to deal with when we do get to where we're having to rig stuff down, because pieces aren't quite as big and brushy and hard to set down. We don't have to have quite as big of an area to land it in. But if I'm climbing, it's easier to rig down the branches versus climbing out and taking little pieces. So there's a big difference between climbing and using a lift, and neither one is right 100% of the time. Each one has to be used when you need to use it, but it's good to be able to know both sets of ways to work down a tree. Here's the tree down except for the trunk. We're ready to drop the trunk into the other yard, and we're using our mini here with the branch manager grapple to go ahead and get everything cleaned up into the dump trailer.